Those pesky little pro one through the back loops take a lot of concentration. Just don't mind me. I'm working on my Afghan square. It's my homework right now. Almost done with this row. Then I can show it to you. Hi, Kim. Happy Monday to you, too. Fresh week. Almost there. Hi, Julia. Welcome, everybody, to Monday's lunch chat. I'm sitting in a nice bright window in our little breakfast nook area that we have rededicated to our kids' new classroom space. So, hi, Sarah, Patty, Leanne, Naomi, good hello and good afternoon, good morning, good day. So yeah, we cleared out this little nook part of our kitchen living area to put a table in that the kids can sit at and plug their devices in and do their schoolwork. So my oldest usually chooses just to sit in her room anyways. Mallory's here right next to me. But so there she is. I'm sitting in, hi, Kara. Hello, Martha. What would be Campbell's seat if she chose to sit here and do her homework here. I apologize if there's a bit of background noise because, hello, Laura. The lot behind us is having a foundation poured right now. So the big boom truck for the cement pulled up about an hour ago and they got started. Not much I can do about that. Hi, Jill. This keeps flashing in and out on me. I hope it's not doing that to you guys. Julia says hi. It keeps going black and coming back. So I don't know if you guys are getting that too. Hi, Christy. Thank you. This is my, I'm wearing my Stillwater. So the very first 4-day knit along. God, that's really annoying how it keeps doing that. Hi, Nydia. I am well. I am well. I hope you are well as well. Do you see that doing that?
Yeah.
It's really weird. No background noise. Oh, okay. Good. The cement truck isn't interfering. How about the flashing? Are you guys seeing that too? Hello, Cindy from Minnesota. And no flashing. All right. I guess that's just on my end. Good. I'm glad. You want to peek at what I was just working on? I'll hold it up really quick so as not to give too much of a spoiler to our Afghan knitters. This is the next square that they're headed towards. It's literally it's the worst. I didn't say that. The word dingleberries comes to mind. It's lots of bobbles, like so many bobbles. And then it's these massive 9, 10, and 12 stitch cables that require 3 cable needles. So, or 2 DP and a cable needle. You have 3 things in play that you've slipped off that you have to then knit in a new order. And it's kind of a hand killer, to be honest. Yeah, Heidi, I'm sorry. Heidi's heading towards this in a couple of weeks. And if you left the baubles out, I don't think it would give nearly the same effect. I mean, it's beautiful when it's done. The texture will be beautiful. It will be worth the pain and the love that you had to pour into it, but it's not the most entertaining due to all of those big things. So I'm going to set that down now because that requires too much attention to keep going. Quick sip of water. No LaCroix yet. I'm going to save that for a little later in the day when I need a bubbly. It will be a gorgeous Afghan. Wanda says it will. It will. And every time you look at that particular square, you will know the blood, sweat, and tears that you poured into it. Right. That is Kim, right? That's a really good point. Kim says, isn't that like at many things? They're worth it when they're done. Absolutely true. Like childbirth. Are we sure? Just kidding. Just kidding, Mallory. How many drinks are required to finish the square? So Heidi, that's a really good question, really important. We all should know our drink to knitting ratios. This is one of those where you probably don't want to have more than 3/4 of one drink to work on it because it takes that much focus. But if you have a little in you, you're probably a little loose and limber, and it's a little easier to knit those really big 12 stitch cables without totally grinding your hands into premature arthritis. So that's a very good question. This would be a 3/4 of one drink knitting project. This one, on the other hand, this one's a full-blown 2 margaritas. Let me show you my progress so far on my social distancing wrap. Yay! I worked on this one through Friday night. Yeah, Friday's when this came out. Yeah. Gosh, it seems like it's been a week in the last 3 days. Y'all, you all showed up for Love Your LYS weekend. Can I just say thank you, thank you, thank you. I went in 3 times to make more kits of different things. We ran out of this one really fast. We used up all of our entropy. And totally blew through all of these. And as I mentioned on Friday's video, more entropy is on its way. And hopefully we can put a few more kits together with the entropy. We might have to find something else to use besides the Scout, because that's starting to get a little low. And they don't have any more Scout at Kelborn right now. So, but I'm sure I can come up with something. So then we made more kits for this, using Noro Silk Garden, because that is also a perfect color changing yarn in the light worsted heavy DK range. And we paired it up with Stonehenge. So that those all sold out. Then I made some more of those. They're all going to be beautiful. And I cannot wait until you all get your kits that you ordered, start knitting them, and we start sharing pictures, because I think it's going to be so cool to see everybody's different versions. I know this is really washed out because I'm in this bright window, but this is kind of a goldish yellow. To me right now, I'm seeing like a oatmeal kind of beige color. I don't know how it's coming through for you guys. Anyways, super fun. There's a few mistakes in the pattern that are getting ironed out, hopefully. They're small. You'll get an intuition for how the pattern is supposed to be going, and not have any problems, I'm sure. So yeah, other than that, now I just have this here to work on while we talk, that the beautiful cotton cocktail sock yarn that I showed you guys a couple days, weeks, I don't know. Sometime I showed you previously. Let's say that. Martha, you got one of the Noro kits. You are lucky girl. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, what else is new in your world, everybody? I just don't have a ton to report today, but I would love to hear what's going on. If you guys did anything fun and interesting in your houses over the weekend. Here we actually got a screen door for the back door that we're really excited about. It's been on our list for a long time, and I called the company and I asked, if they were doing it. They're out of Portland, and it works out really well is in terms of the social distancing, because nobody needed to come in the house. They can just walk around, and the guy installed it in about a half an hour. But it's one of those phantom screen doors. I don't know if you guys have seen those before, but they roll up into their casing, which is only about this big around, and it gets installed on one side of your door. So you can't see it when it's opened. And then when you need to use a screen door, you just pull on it and it closes and it latches with magnets. So my parents always had one of those at their house, and I've always loved it. So I'm so excited now that we can open our back door and have some air without getting the bugs in. And it just worked out really well. And we got to use an Oregon company, give them some business in a pretty safe way. So all of it really aligned. Good evening from Poland. My goodness. You definitely take the prize for the furthest away that someone's ever jumped into one of my live videos. Oh, you went on a ride to Dalsport. Martha, have you been to the Shriners Zoo over in Dalsport? My kids went over there in the early days of the shutdown. It's just like a drive-through thing, and they have like zebras and weird, strange, exotic animals. I think that they've rescued from places, and it's not like an official zoo, but it's open to the public for people to drive through. So that's kind of cool. I have never actually been there, which is ridiculous, but Oh yeah. Well, Martha Martha says her cat opens the retractable screen door. Ours, upon its first inspection this morning, because I had it open this morning, he just was able to slip right out underneath the screen. The screen does go in a little track, but it just rides in the track and then goes back out of it when it closes. And we had them install it with pet mesh, which is like a heavier screen than typical window screening, and so it's a little more fluid. It's not as rigid as regular screening. It's not as taut. So he was able to slip right under it, which isn't the best. I don't want him thinking that that's like his route in and out, but that'll be interesting. I have run right through one of the screen doors before at my parents' house when it's just the right light. It was dark in the house. It was like late afternoon outside, and I just thought that the door was wide open. I couldn't tell that the screen was closed, and I just charged right through it. Just absolutely like, whoa. I didn't damage it remarkably. I mean, it slammed and it like came loose from its magnet and it rolled back up after I like was out of the way, but I can't believe I didn't hurt it. Yes, Julia, that was Casper that just ducked right on under. Like that was how it's meant to be used. Oh, there was lots of buffalo. Interesting at the Dallasport Zoo. Oh, that's very intriguing. I need to go check it out. Um, I feel like I'm pretty sure that Jill knows somebody who once bought a baby yak at a fiber fair and then didn't realize what she was getting into and ended up having to donate it um, to that Dallasport Zoo to take care of it because it was obviously more than she could handle at her house. I mean, a baby yak, come on. Anyways, yeah, that's really funny. Hello, Z. How's North Carolina today? Wait, I'm gonna go back. Kim says lamb burgers. Oh, I was gonna say that's the second person I've heard referencing lamb burgers. I saw Erica's post. It looked amazing. So you guys had those too. I'm really jealous. Um, your hubby cleaned up his crap. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, yeah. Aren't we always happy when our hubbies clean up their crap? I actually am starting to feel a little self-conscious about my crap dispersal all over this entire house. There are projects everywhere, and without the need to pack them up and take them with me to work like I usually would do, I just set them down, and then they accumulate. They pile up in all these different places all around the whole house and the living room. I mean, on the one hand, our living room has never been so lived in, and that's kind of nice. But on the other hand, I feel a little self-conscious about it. I haven't asked anybody if they're annoyed yet because I'm afraid of the answer. Oh, the weather is beautiful. I have always wanted to go there too, Julia. Hey, future planning for a trip. How's that? That sounds fun. Yes. Okay. Got my little cotton sock going here. Well, there's not much new. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you guys before I sign off. Quick drink. So everybody really seemed to like the quarantines definitely, and we're still getting some orders for those. But and then also the bundles we put together for various projects. And so what I wanted to ask you is, as yarn buyers, what is it you'd like to see next? What would get you excited about buying from your yarn store? Do you want more bundles, just different kinds of projects? Do you want some sort of variation on the quarantine skeins? What could I do for you that would make it easier, for one, to pick something out, pick out projects, and be exciting enough that you would want to do it? So muse on that a little bit. And if you have some ideas, you can come back and you can leave them as comments on this video when it posts on our page. But think on what you'd like to see, or even if it's something, it doesn't mean I'm going to expect that you particularly are going to buy it if I enact it. Just I'm looking for feedback and ideas and inspiration and the next direction to go, because obviously this is going to continue for a while in some form or another, and I want to continue to make it easy for you guys, and have the barriers to make decisions be lowered, if that makes sense. So, whether that's some sort of pre-made bundle, or maybe a bundle presented as here's the two yarns that would go best for this. You can choose which two to put together, which colors. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. So if you've got them, send them my way. And I'll see what I can put together. Smaller kits like socks and hats. Yeah. And I was able to add a few hat kits after we sold out of all these wrap kits because I was like, oh, what else do? Hello, Nancy. So yeah, that's a good idea, Kim. Oh, one thing I was thinking about doing, and I just ran out of time before LYS weekend started, was to do some sort of sock bundles, like spring sock bundles, where I picked a couple skeins of yarn that were kind of in different colors that went together, not meant to be used together though, just more pleasing to the eye. And then made those and did them at a slight discount off of their regular retail. So, a summer advent calendar is kind of fun. See, I like this idea. Um, yeah. Did my webpage an update, Jill? What update specifically are you talking about? I added kits throughout the weekend, so I added them again on Friday afternoon and Saturday afternoon, and then the email that went out Sunday morning had new Saturday afternoon kits. The entropy still hasn't arrived, so hopefully that'll be here sometime this week, and we can put some more social distancing wrap kits together with that. Other things coming. My Madeline Tosh Merino Light and Unicorn Tail order is being dyed, which is exciting. That's super fun. And I'm trying to just get some more Kelborn woolens, like Perennial and Mojave, so we can do some of our kits for our panorama scarf. But everybody's in the same boat where or almost everybody is, where their mills have shut down in the countries where the mills are. And so they also can't get resupplied. So that's a little bit too bad. But Christmas in July, I think that's fun. I'm going to muse on that. Thank you for that idea. Christmas in July and August and September. I agree. We should just have Christmas every month now. We need something to look forward to, right? That's great. All right. So cool. All right. It's hard. I want to order a whole bunch of yarn because it's starting to get bare, but also I got to be prudent. It's tough. I don't know what to do. This isn't normally a time of year we would be ordering a lot of yarn. It's usually the slowest season, but at the same rate, I mean, I'm plumb out of some of the lines that we carry, or like two skeins left out. And so I'm stuck in that middle ground of I need this back in, but also what if this is the order I place and then everything just totally goes, dust dry and there's no sales. Like, you gosh. Audrey says Mother's Day kits and sets. That's a good idea. That's like speeding up like a freight train. Mother's Day is always an interesting one for me because my husband's birthday often falls on Mother's Day or within the immediate couple days, and so it doesn't always. We share the celebration. So, I don't want to cut his birthday short, but I also sometimes Mother's Day just is, how do I diplomatically say this? Just mixed in. So, sometimes I kind of lose track of Mother's Day. I mean, I always try to do something for my sister, my mom, and Jason's mom, but it's always a weird one. I think he was actually born on Monday in 76 when he was born, but yeah, yes. Okay, Amber says her birthday is May 12th, so she gets that. Yeah, yes. Okay, you guys, Jason does the cooking. Jason's just the cook in general. I mean, I cook. I like to cook, but he also likes to cook, and he's a very good cook. So, and one of his specialties is making Indian food. He's really good. So, it's yeah, that's funny. But he once ended up cooking all of the hamburgers at a swim meet at the concession stand on his birthday, cooking out there for hours, grilling burgers. That was bad. That was kind of my fault. I signed him up for that. So I was thinking that maybe what we would do, just for shits and giggles, is on the Friday chat right before his birthday, which is the 8th, in a couple of weeks. Maybe we would have him on our video and we would do a little Q&A with Mr. Not Another Hat. Because this is a mom and pop operation and he's the pop in the mom and pop equation. So don't you guys think that it would be fun? We could pepper him with questions and ask him odd, bizarre trivias about his life. So, okay. Oh, Laura, bless your heart. I love you. Laura says there'll never be no sales left as long as she's alive. All right. Well, thank you for all the ideas. If you have more ideas about what you would like to see offered or things that we can do on our website to reach out and make things easier for you, then just continue to leave them as comments here on the video. I will go over all of them and start musing on them and see what creative ways we can come up with to keep everybody in yarn. So thanks for tuning in today, everybody, and I will see you on Wednesday at noon Pacific time for our next chat. Bye.